YouTube podcast world. You already know the name, Pays and Plays podcast here. I'm gonna be giving y'all some different week 13 upsets alert. Yes, upset alert in the NFL. If you haven't already, check week 13 picks. Check out college football championship weeks picks. I got 2 videos up. I giving y'all 3, and I'm possibly giving y'all 4 this same week. So I don't want to hear y'all say you don't drop nothing. When you're dropping something, it's going to be dropped. So listen out, listen, check, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. I will have that all up. We're going to get right into it. Let's go with Thursday real quick. We got Seahawks +9 against the Cowboys. Yes, it's at Jerry World. I just think Pete Carroll keeps this game somewhat competitive after how they blew that game and they got blown out Thanksgiving. And I know the Cowboys are good for trashing teams, but the Seahawks will probably be a playoff team at the end of the day still. So I think this is going to be competitive. I believe if I'm Seattle, I'm going to have to run the ball and slow this game down, make sure Dak and the boys don't go out in the field. They got to slow this game down some way. You could run on Parsons. Yeah, you heard me. You could run the ball on Parsons. So don't think that intimidates you. You got the weapons. It's just really up to Geno Smith. If he shows up, the +9 is very interesting to me, very tempting. I might actually take that. So Seattle +9, that's the first one. Not saying Cowboys will lose, but to cover that game, you got to hope the backdoor cover comes around too if you're picking Seattle, because you never know. Next one I'm going to discuss real briefly, Patriots +6 against the Chargers. The Chargers should be laying close to a touchdown on any team. Any team. I don't care if it's Division II team, the way this team has been playing. Herbert, we see that struggling with his fingers, man, is struggling. And for some reason, you got to think Bill Belichick got to get this team pumping, bro, somehow. But I think them traveling to Foxborough, West Coast team to the East Coast, it's going to be cold weather. It may snow. And I do think that does affect the Chargers because they can't run the ball. So if you can't run the ball, which I said that against that Ravens game, you're pretty much relying on the pass a lot, and I think the Patriots could take advantage of that. It is really up to who, if this Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi situation, it really depends on them. It's really the offense that would determine if they win and lose this game. Patriots +6. Next game, Cardinals +4.5. I know it's at Pittsburgh, but I said it. You put 400 yards up against the Bengals just to only score 16 points. Yeah, that's a big concern for me. And you know, Kyler Murray is going to be running around trying to find something, do some Mike Vick like stuff, and he might do it against his team because he doesn't have this. They don't have the defense, but I'm just pretty much relying on Kyler Murray to step up in this game. Panthers +5.5. I love it if it was at 6. New coach, energy, man, new resurgence. I do believe in that. How many times have we seen it? Person gets fired, the next game, that team goes out there and win for that team. That's how I see it. I think it's a very competitive game. And if you're the Bucks, what do you do? That's really my question, man, because you can pass it on this team, but my thing is, will Bryce Young be able to do it? Who knows? But I do like the +5.5. I love it more if it was at +6. Packers +6.5 against the Chiefs. Yes, it is Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, it is the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers. But you know what, though? Jordan Love has been playing good almost last month, right? He's been playing pretty solid. Rashawn Gary has been pretty solid. And if you look at that offensive line for the Chiefs, you can get at him. Crosby got at him. Gary can get at him. It's all about, can you run the ball on this team? Like, you got to slow this game down. It being a primetime game, too, it might be some bullshit going wrong because that's how the Chiefs are, bro. They don't cover a lot of games like this. Yes, I picked the Raiders, and they lost by 1 point on the spread. But, if the Raiders were up 14, I think 14, 17 points, if they never blow that lead, we're tired talking about them maybe lose by 3 points. And last, we'll do the Monday Night Football game real briefly. Cincinnati +7.5. I know it's a lot of points, but it's the Jags, and the Jags played. If it goes to 6.5, 7, Jags might. It's a Monday night game, but against mid-tier quarterbacks, the Jags should show up in this game, man. I know you got Ja'Marr Chase still. I know you got some of those players on defense still for the Bengals, and I think they'll keep it competitive at least for the first half. But towards that end of the game, expect Jacksonville to take over. ETN, Trevor Lawrence, they're playing pretty good, man. So That's all with little upsets alert with those teams. I'm not saying they'll all outwin outright. If I'm looking at it briefly, I say the team that can win outright would possibly be the Patriots. I don't know how. And I like the Panthers. If you like an outright, Cardinals too. Those are three teams that I like outright to win if you like upsets. But as always, man, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Check out the last two previous videos and this one.